All right, we are live. This is ExO Economy Court, September 27th, 8 in the morning where I am, and we have not broadcasted for a little bit. So hopefully all of you that see this update will be excited. And we have a couple of fun things to talk about today in terms of the upcoming ExO's swap. So I guess that's what we're going to call it. And I'll leave the updates to everybody else to go next. So Eric, over to you to take us all the way through.
Thanks, Kent. Good seeing everyone again. And for those of you watching this broadcast, as Kent mentioned, it's been a little bit of a while, but the team continues to be moving full steam ahead, as I won't steal anybody's thunder. So from my perspective, just looking forward, obviously, to many things happening. And Nikki will, I'm sure, get into a lot of details about the all community hands, as well as Kevin happening next month in October, but work continues to really move forward. You can see there's some new team members on the call. If you haven't watched this broadcast in a while, we do have developers that are working diligently behind the scenes, right, to bring the ExO's token to market. So for those of you that perhaps have been a little out of touch, that progress and project is still full steam ahead. So look forward to getting some updates shortly about that. With respect to the EX Economy Treasury, we may be looking for 1 to 2 people to kind of rotate out. As some of you recall, about a year ago around this time, we did rotate out a few members of the Treasury. There are currently 5 members of the Treasury. So if you're interested in joining the OpenExO core team Treasury, at least for now, knowing that there may be some changes coming in the future, we would certainly love to have your name be thrown into the hat and maybe give a couple of us a little bit of a breather. But other than that, the Treasury is still going strong. We just financed one of Nikki's proposals recently. So for those of you that know about our Sway tool, which is still in use, if you do have any proposals, definitely fill out your proposals, get them voted on, socialized, and once, of course, they've been fully approved, we'll get those proposals funded. So without further ado, let's head over to Nikki and see what she has for us.
All right, thanks, Eric. Yes, with regard to the Treasury, I know that we're doing some changes in the next month or two, and we have our quarterlies coming up. So those are due at the end of this week. So I will be submitting those in addition to giving this full detail for the Sway proposal that just got approved. We do have one more Sway proposal. As of yesterday, it still needed 3 votes. I haven't checked this morning, but I'll put that in the chat. This is for the Global Entrepreneurship Week. We've got 3 or 4 different small mini events happening, and looking for some ExOs for some support in pulling that off. I submitted an article finally on the Web3 town hall. Lisa, I hope you get a chance to take a look at it and, spruce it up for grammar, prose, whatever. And we get that out. Finally, it's going to be one in a series of 3 on the topic of Web3 and NFTs, etc. I've got the all hands meeting coming up in the middle of October, October 13, 14. We'll be giving some updates on various Sway proposals that have been approved and different projects that have been ongoing for the last year or so. ExO's Town Hall, ExO Economy Town Hall number 16 is coming up. We've got Yukai Chow from Octalysis and June Loaiza, and that's from Metablocks. And we're going to be talking about game theory, game loops in business, turning a business into a gamified event, and then talking about their memories and moments challenges. We've got the Global Entrepreneurship Week. We will be doing some events around the ocean cleanup game from Island 17. So you'll get to see some progress made in that. That's in November 14 through 20. And then we have a Next Gen Economy podcast coming up, trying to revive that with the budgetary restrictions that we had. And then Island 17 has launched a youth fellowship initiative. So we will be promoting that and giving that some love. I believe that's it, unless there are any questions. Lisa, how about you?
All right. So hi, everyone. So EXO Insight, been working a lot with some new writers and our regular writers, which has been great. It's great to meet more people. Some EXO Insight, for those who don't know, platform to amplify the voices of the community. So I'm always looking for more writers, so feel free to reach out to me for that. This week I have probably about 4 or 5 articles going out. lots of great topics, lots of variety. It's great. We have a writers club, meets on Thursdays. Highly recommend you joining, even if you just want to, some things on your mind. It's a great place to just, there's no agenda. It's just to talk about what you're thinking about and gets people, oh, I didn't think about that. Let me write about it. So great place to just talk for an hour and get some ideas. So that's all I have. We have a lot of great updates coming at the town hall coming up in next month, well, in a couple weeks. And I will save the book update for then. I was going to say something. You'll just have to come and join us at the all hands there.
All right. For those who haven't joined us for a while, the main update that I have for you is that we are migrating the token to the Polygon protocol, the Polygon chain. And we are launching our own Web3 identity system that we will be deploying across our platform economy and other future solutions. The benefit of the transition is that, first of all, we're going to be operating on a chain that is maintained, has a large ecosystem, and very low transaction fees. The other benefit is that with the identity system that we are employing, we are going to be able to onboard users who do not have crypto wallets and start rewarding them or exposing them to experiences with ExO's tokens, as well as adding in additional functionality. All of this makes for a much stronger case for an exchange listing when we finally go to apply for the exchange listing. And from the transition perspective, if you're currently holding ExOs or believe you'll be in possession of ExOs and are looking to switch, what we'll be doing is launching at the community town hall some next steps and guidance as to how you can switch your tokens over to the equivalent on the Polygon protocol. So for the time being, progress is being made on that, and we're excited to share some more with you in a couple of weeks.
Just a quick summary there. Same ExOs, new network. Just moving them from one place to another. Your ExOs aren't going anywhere. Well, they are, but they're still your ExOs, and they're still going to be in your control and a wallet that you have. It's just that it will be on a new chain. This is called Polygon, which is an Ethereum L2. So go look all that up, and please get ready, because it's going to be a big day for the network. We've been headed this way for a while, so it's very exciting. Thank you, Martin. What's the next?
That would be Kevin.
I on my end, in terms of the economy, and I guess not too much to update. I guess just in terms of proxying for people who aren't here, I mean, for the certification programs, the foundations is always available in ExOs, and so we consistently have folks, especially those who are participating in the team challenge and the like, that are giving the foundations in ExOs to individuals that perhaps cannot afford the $47, especially those who are coming from parts of the world where maybe that is quite a lot. And so that's pretty awesome. And a reminder that we do also accept ExOs for the other certifications. So I know the certification team aren't here, so just a reminder there. We also on the certification side, together with Growth Institute, we will be there will be a cohort that is run pretty soon. I can't remember the exact dates, but the coaches that will be on that cohort, part of their remuneration is in ExOs. So and so that is always good. And I believe that you can actually get onto that cohort with ExOs as well. And then
they accept, I think, 2 out of 10 students. So they have a limit that they do, but they do take they'll take 20% of any cohort in ExOs, which is a nice thing for anybody to know if you want to go grab those seats.
Absolutely. And then the community all hands that some folks have mentioned will be taking place on the 13th, 14th of October. So it will run for an entire day, and I will try and get the link into the chat for those of you who are watching online. And we have a number of updates, not only updates for the economy, which are awesome and definitely worth your while to attend live in order to get that information firsthand. There'll also be some incentives that we will be sharing as we get closer to the event about being there in person, as opposed to waiting for a potential recording after the fact. And so we do encourage all of the community to attend, to be sharing it, to make sure that others in the community are attending. As I have said to many people, this is potentially the most important community all hands that we have run ever. And Kent's nodding because he is very much in agreement. We will not only be speaking about the migration of ExOs, but without stealing Martin's thunder, they'll be showing some awesome updates to where we're going as a platform, how we become more Web3 enabled. There's some really cool things there as we drive the community further into the future. There'll be some great updates from solutions and what's happening with the pipeline and opportunities. If you have been watching the marketplace closely, you would have seen that there have been at least $400,000 worth of opportunities in the last sort of 5-6 weeks. Those are sprints happening, as well as other opportunities, coaching opportunities, consulting opportunities. And so, really, really important to come and hear about that. And then the last thing is there are a number of community members. And if you, as a community member, want to also run a session, that is possible. There are a number of community members that are going to be running sessions. One of those is Augusto Fazioli. He has head coached at least 6 sprints and coached on another 4. And he will be running a session on his insights that he's experienced. We'll have a session on the insights from all the sprints run at HP. We're hoping to have some of the sprint participants from HP on that session as well, where we will be speaking about what some of the initiatives, and in fact, one of their Edge initiatives has just been launched, just gone live, which is a construction printer, which is quite an interesting thing. And that idea came out of a sprint that was run, and they actually even had a prototype during the sprint process. And then the EXI initiative will be running a session. And many more. So it's going to be a great community event. I recommend, and that especially those regional communities out there, if you want to run sessions in your own language where you can have a place to chat, to meet with community members that are around you, this is also a perfect opportunity for that. So I guess that's my update. And I think everyone is updated, and it's probably over to Kent, maybe.
Yeah, I just want to make one quick little comment. I put in the chat a resubscription. So if you're not getting the newsletter or you want to get other notifications, be sure to check out, what are the subscriptions that you're getting, like notifications, whether it's our event newsletter or any, the weekly newsletter that I send out or any other thing. So definitely check that out so that you're notified about what's going on.
Okay, I've put all of the things that have been shared here in the chat of the Zoom call. I've put all that into the YouTube chat for anybody who's keeping track. You'll be able to find all of those there. My updates, there are no more. Everybody covered everything. That was fantastic. And there are some pending transactions to the Treasury. Thanks for the reminder, Kevin. Oh, okay, that's what happened. Okay, got it. Okay, thanks. I got that part, but then of course, okay, the other part didn't. Got it. Okay, now I know what happened. So yes, I will. The main Treasury will communicate with the core Treasury to get the next part of that transaction finished, so we can support the core Treasury operations. My apologies. I see what happened now. The just a quick summary that might help everybody, I think is all I'll do. So we have an all hands coming up in just a little bit, October 13th. You do not want to miss this one. As Kevin said, it's going to be the most important all hands I think we've ever done as an organization, as a community. You really need to attend this one to find out what's going on, set your expectations, and share. Your community members will be there. It's a 24-hour period. Many regional teams will run in their own time zones, have replays, and discuss the things that are going on. It's really the team's going all out to make this really special for everybody. Lisa, you didn't say anything about the book, but there's something special planned for the book during the all hands. So, and you're only going to know if you're there. So
Exactly.
get your ass to the all hands. It's like you need to be there, right? So let's
I get a little sneak peek of the book. So only if you're there.
Yeah. And then the town hall that's coming up, I've previously had an interview. I interviewed Yukai Chow. I have not met June yet, and I'm looking forward to it very much because their MetaBlocks project is astounding in its breadth and scope and attention to detail as a gamified NFT-based Web3 project. It's just kind of off the charts what they've done there. I don't think the world has quite caught up to the appreciation for what they've actually created yet. There's a lot going on there. I can't wait to talk to them. Thanks for getting that set up, Nikki. Don't forget that there's a link in the YouTube chat now if you want to submit questions ahead of time for that town hall so that I can try to get them in. I think we're going to have 1,000 things to talk about during that one, but it's going to be great fun. And then also I put a link that Lisa mentioned, which she called it the resubscription link, where which actually I put the wrong thing in there, actually, that looks like. So let me do that again. I'll find that and I'm going to do it again. So there's the resubscription link. So, oh gosh, there we go. So that's the summary of everything that everybody just talked about pretty much. Oh, and OpenExO platform version 1.5, which is a stepping stone to 2.0. And Martin and the team are absolutely knocking it out of the park. I can't wait for you all to see it. We have a really bright future ahead of us for the OpenExO platform and the marketplaces in particular. So yeah, these are little things. They're all huge things. And there are dozens and dozens of people working behind the scenes who you do not see every day. So thank you to all of them. And it is absolutely amazing to see what's going on. So thanks, everybody. We're going to go ahead and wrap with that.